just see. I think I've explained in a previous video that as the trees draw the nutrients in from the leaves, the sugars that they require for photosynthesis, the chlorophyll is no longer required, and the trees, or the leaves, actually change colour. So what we're seeing is beauty in decay. That's okay. Beauty is beauty. So I'm going to shut up for a little while, and I'm just going to carry on filming some absolutely gorgeous displays of autumn. Let's see the fungi growing on this tree. They are King Alfred's cakes. It's their common or their garden name. Nature at work, recycling, never wastes anything. That tree is slowly being broken down and its nutrients released so that the nutrients can benefit the next generation, can nourish the soil. Wow. So one of those two is this year's this year's brood. And Mum or Dad is chasing it off of Mum or Dad's dray territory, compelling it to go out and find its own territory. And they're frozen now. And they know they're being watched. That's why they're frozen. Off they go. Always marvel at their agility. Ha! So one of them's had enough. This wood is home to woodpeckers, lesser spotted woodpeckers, if you're that into your ornithology. And I always use those as an indicator of spring. When I hear them tapping on trees, dead trees such as the one we just walked past, from my kitchen window or from my front room, I know that spring is on its way. Over the last couple of years, I've also been able to hear owls. Just think, in the middle of a housing estate, it's quite incredible. Quite incredible. View of the side of the sports academy. Nature and man side by side. What a juxtaposition. Now that is an absolutely wonderful specimen. It's not an oak. is so straight. Wow, if I was a shipwright, I'd have that in my register of trees that might come in handy. Quite a mixed woodland here, which is healthy. See the yew nestled in there. No parent close by, so that's probably been spread by a bird. Now that is one majestic oak tree, still in its youth. Oh my. Oh my. I don't think it's too absurd to say how, from a flat meh mood that I've been in the last couple of days, 5 minutes walk in the woods and already I've noticed a change for the better in my mood. And I would rather that, personally I would rather that than any medication. Wow. I hope you're picking up the bird song. Quite late in the year for birds to be out singing and trilling. I think that is one of the signs of global warming. I don't want to get into any controversy over it. It's just my opinion. My opinion, and other people's opinions. Well, opinions are like arseholes. We've all got one. I'm not really interested in anybody else's. Jocular, jovial way of sidestepping argument. Are we? Just recently, in the last 5, maybe 10 years, a couple of really big stayed established trees such as this one have been taken down or have fallen down or been blown down. It's opened up the canopy so the light has come flooding in and we're now seeing new species. Unpleasant as these brambles might be, they'll soon die off once the light cover, the canopy closes over. And the reason trees such as this are so straight, it's the most efficient way of getting to the sun, or getting to the sunlight. And it's the sunlight that fuels them through photosynthesis. Oh my goodness me, a horse chestnut. That's quite unusual for these woods. Quite unusual. Oh, just up there I've seen I think it's a great tit. We've gone off of my usual route through the woods, but you know what, my day's not so busy. What I need to do isn't so important that I can't spend some time walking through these woods, just basking in them, enjoying them. Wow. There is a purpose. We're not going to walk through all of the woods today, but there's a small one edge of the woods bounded by a football field. And I noticed recently the leaves are turning and it looks absolutely splendid. So hopefully this puny phone camera will be able to pick it up and then I can share it. Just a brief point of reference. These are all coppice stalled trees. So they're harvested, or were harvested regularly for their timber, but they weren't killed. They were taken down very close to the roots, from which they would then sprout up and in a couple of years' time provide another crop of wood. When wood was the preferred go-to resource rather than plastic. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here and I'm going to start it again in a little while.